David's story. The Shepherd Boy. Anointed King David was the youngest son of Jesse, a shepherd from the town of Bethlehem. One day the prophet Samuel came to Jesse's house and, guided by God, anointed David as the future king of Israel. This was a surprising choice, as David was the youngest and least outwardly impressive of his brothers. This moment highlights the biblical theme that God looks at a person's heart, not their outward appearance. David and Goliath. David's rise to fame began when he faced the Philistine giant Goliath, who had been taunting the Israelite army for weeks. While the seasoned warriors were afraid to fight, David, armed with only a sling and 5 stones, stepped forward. He declared that he came in the name of the Lord and, with a single stone to the forehead, struck Goliath down, defeating the giant and becoming a national hero, from fugitive to king. Following his victory over Goliath, David became a favorite of King Saul, but his growing popularity made Saul jealous. David was forced to flee and lived as a fugitive for years, leading a band of loyal followers. Despite having opportunities to kill Saul, David repeatedly showed respect for God's anointed king and spared his life. After Saul's death in battle, David was anointed king of Judah and eventually all of Israel. David's reign and sins as king, David unified the tribes of Israel and made Jerusalem the capital. He was a great warrior, a skilled musician, and a prolific writer credited with composing many of the Psalms. However, David's life was also marked by significant moral failures. His most well-known sin is his affair with Bathsheba. While his army was at war, David saw a beautiful woman bathing from his rooftop. He sent for her and slept with her, and she became pregnant. To cover up his sin, David arranged for Bathsheba's husband, Uriah the Hittite, one of his most loyal soldiers, to be killed in battle. The prophet Nathan later confronted David with his sin, using a powerful parable of a rich man who stole a poor man's lamb. David confessed and repented, but he and his family faced severe consequences for his actions. David's legacy is immense and enduring. He is remembered as an ideal king and the forefather of the Messiah in Jewish tradition. In Christianity, Jesus' lineage is traced back to David, fulfilling the prophecy of an eternal king from the house of David. His story teaches important lessons about faith, humility, and the consequences of sin, showing that even a great leader and a man after God's own heart is not immune to human weakness. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you want me to explain in the comments.